Here's Mahomes to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On first down, Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mahomes now on first down. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field.
And oh, that is going to be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. McKenzie now to return it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he is going to have a Bills first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Give to Cook out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Allen now on 1st down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Cook again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard. Allen, he'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown! James Cook, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Allen will try to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Mahomes going to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. To the air, Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Khair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Allen. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie. 51 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
For all that, you might as well just quit, man. Don't take that long to pick no play.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Singletary again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone.